Welcome to From East to West, the AMA where everybody attends but nobody gets their questions answered. Welcome. My name is Michael Marr. I'm the Chief Idea Officer of Cartology, and that means I own the company, so I get to make up whatever stupid name I want because titles don't really matter anyway. But I work with brands and help them to win and just absolutely dominate on Amazon. Brett is my co-host, Brett Bohannon. He's the founder of Vortex. Brett, why don't you introduce yourself, and then I'll start copying that next time on the show.
I don't know. That was a pretty good intro. I don't think I can. I don't think I can beat that.
You can't beat my intro?
No, I'm
Psh,
Brett
get out of here.
Bohannon. That's
Brett
it.
Bohannon, founder of Vortex. He is a longtime consultant and previous agency worker owner. I don't know which one was it.
All the above.
Brett Bohannon, former agency and brand owner, now turned consultant, the founder and owner of Vortex, and he works with brands to help them fix the most annoying problems that uncover hidden growth opportunities.
I also do full service stuff. I got a couple.
Okay, just let me do my freaking intro, all right?
I was that's why I don't know. I don't know how to do the intro. I just do it all.
A full channel agency, Brett
There you go.
Bohannon. He is the foundation of Amazon.
When Amazon has problems, they come to me.
Oh, I like it. That's good stuff right there. I could probably say good shit. That's good shit right there. I can't help myself. All right, let's talk about what we tend to do, which is go live as promotions are going on or as they're about to go on or as they have just finished. And everybody knows that Black Friday starts in October now. It's Black October and Black November and Cyber November and Cyber December. So promotions are happening all the time. People need deals all the time. And if you are not doing any kind of promotions at any point, and if you're just doing them one day, I think you're missing out. That's my take. I know it's going to hurt profitability, but I think you could still do something wisely. But you got to attract attention during this time, or you just have to be priced really well already. And I think people will still pick up those everyday essentials. What's your hot take, or just your lukewarm take?
Lukewarm take. I don't remember when it started last year.
It was a good.
It was a good week.
10 to 12 days. Yeah.
It's almost just like Black Friday. Oh wait, Black Friday is not till what, next Friday?
Yeah, it's called Turkey 12 now, apparently.
Oh, that's internal, isn't it?
Yeah, but still, it's a 12-day turkey event.
Yeah, I think they just call it deals, but I don't know. I
think it just says early Black. I mean, on Amazon.com, it says early Black Friday deals.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like the whole how Prime Day got extended to 4 days instead of 2. Mm-hmm. It was 1 day, now it's 2 days, and then 4 days. I don't know why they skipped 3 days, but
just enough time.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing. I think consumers are going to buy more on Black Friday, Cyber Monday,
on those actual days.
Yeah, just because they're kind of attuned to it. Used to be, you go stand in line and go into the big box stores and rush through the crowd and get the stuff that you want at a good price. I mean, because I think the older generation, like my mom's age, boomers and whatnot, they still do Black Friday. And then they're like, oh, Cyber Monday, the big deals are happening online on Cyber Monday.
You can go on the internet now on Mondays.
Yeah.
Get deals. Did you know
Crazy. Well, that's what I mean. I just think that they're more, I mean, this isn't a hot take, but this is just more like a psychological thing. I believe that, I think the younger generation, I think it's all generational. And yeah, I did used to stand in line at Walmart and bum rush people for TVs.
For TVs. Oh shoot, I got to edit that.
It was one of my favorite traditions. The day after Thanksgiving.
The TVs thing was pretty cool because you're like, man, I'm getting a TV for a great deal, and you put the TV in the cart and.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy that it's like a week and a half almost. Yeah. That's wild. But it makes Christmas.
It is a week and a half. It is a week and a half because it's 12 days. So yeah.
Yep. So yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself but to correct you.
It's super weird. I try to always kind of pull back and go from a consumer standpoint, what does this mean? And I don't think you really know that. I think there's going to be studies that go Black Friday, Cyber Monday, great, but it's like people were doing Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales like a week ago. I get like,
Walmart had like 14th through the 16th. That was their deal days.
So it's like,
or some of them.
And we're a family of, we've got 4 kids, so we got to buy presents. So we started planning that quite ahead of time, and kind of waiting for this period of time, and so we'll start shopping and whatnot.
I don't even like waiting until this long because I want it to be ready and done. Like this, like I've got most of my stuff already.
Yeah.
Which it's probably not the most economical, but I can still find deals on stuff.
Yeah.
But I want to be ready to go come the season so I can enjoy the season. Because that's the thing is, I put in my Christmas lights last Friday. My daughter helped me. I got it done a lot quicker. I had to go and restring something on Sunday because the lights were out. But I'm like, okay, I got it done. I'm glad it's done, and now I can just enjoy the view and be with my family. Because, dude, we push products all the time, but there's certainly a very consumeristic aspect to it of like, you got to get more stuff. And everybody knows more stuff is not going to make you happy. Might make you excited for a little bit, but it's not going to make you happy. Hate to break it to you. No one asked that question. Will more stuff make you happy? But we're answering. We've got answers.
We answer all the deep psychological questions.
That happens a lot on my podcast. I'll bring someone on and we'll end up talking about faith and purpose and all this other stuff. And it's like, oh, by the way, you also own a brand. Tell me more about that.
That's awesome.
I'm awesome. And you're awesome. We're all awesome. What's that? That's from a commercial, I think. Oh, yes. It was from a Jimmy Dean commercial where it's about all the planets are in like a therapy group. I feel like it's that. And they're like, we're all awesome.
Like breakfast sausage?
Like breakfast sausage, yeah.
Nice.
It's got pancakes and something's got Jimmy Dean. Don't you remember that commercial?
No, I don't think so.
All right. My daughter's favorite meal, by the way, is sausage patties and biscuits from Cracker Barrel.
It's a good meal.
She could eat 4 of each.
It's a good meal.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. So let's talk about, I think, run a promo, run something, engage the consumer. But I believe you're right that Black Friday and Cyber Monday, that whole weekend's going to be a little bit more fever pitch because people are more accustomed to it. Yeah. But it is nice that you have deals and you can kind of take your time a little bit more to peruse them, because you used to get a catalog of like, look, this is upcoming. So it's kind of what this feels like. I also have heard people saying that Prime Day, if you think about uncertainty in the economy because of tariffs, because of job loss, whatever, people, are they spending the same? I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. I think some people would say yes. I think some people would say no. I think there definitely feels like there's some uncertainty. And of course, if you watch the stock market, there's uncertainty there. That's not what I base my life on, though. That if I can make a couple extra bucks on there, like, great. But I think some people were saying Amazon turned Prime Day into like a 4-day event because they wanted it to comp last year.
Yeah, that was a theory.
You think that's accurate?
No.
Okay.
No, because if they did that, I mean, they would have to look at their quarter 3 earnings and see like if there was a bump up, from the prior quarter 3 earnings. And I think that's a drop in the bucket when it comes to everything that's going on. Yeah, that's my hypothesis, but I don't know. I could be totally wrong.
Okay. Well, let's leave it there. Let's talk about Unbox.
Tell me about it. Tell me the live deal.
Well, I think the biggest thing was Jelly Roll was supposed to play on Wednesday night.
Oh, really?
And then on Wednesday they said, by the way, there's been a schedule change, and tonight joining us is Luke Bryan. And people were like, kind of like disappointed but excited because it's Luke Bryan.
Luke Bryan's kind of cool.
And then I didn't go to the show, but I went back next day to the conference, and they said, "Man, wasn't Dirk Bentley great last night?" I was like, "What?" And someone
So it
said,
was
"Yeah."
Dirk Bentley?
So Luke Bryan canceled, and then Dirk Bentley came in, which people said was a great show. I just was like, "Man, how many artists can we have?" 3 apparently, and then Dasha was playing. Got that
Why
song.
did Jelly Roll cancel?
Well, I don't know if he canceled. I honestly don't know what happened, but anyway. Oh man, I just had to let out the yawn. I kept holding it in. I'm tired of suppressing who I really am. Okay.
Yeah, the yawner you are.
I need to let it go. There were a lot of cool announcements, and there were some things that I got to get hands-on access to. Some of the big things, and I think you can hypothesize about how these are good or these are bad, whatever. One of the biggest announcements, one was sponsored brand. I can't remember what they called it, but like bid ahead. So for branded terms, you can place like a flat rate bid and you won't pay any more than that.
I saw that in the console before unboxed.
Okay. So
no
they
one
were
really
releasing
they
were releasing stuff during that like week too, but
Yeah.
if you saw it even before then it probably was a beta that rolled out.
Yeah. Tell me more about that, because no one really said like, "Oh, this is huge." And
I don't know that it is. Because
yeah, I think it is for bigger brands.
You think so? Because I feel like you could get charged a higher premium if you're a bigger brand ahead of time, when in reality you may not need to pay that.
Well, what I saw, it's a $6K minimum. That's what I saw within in the console, and I don't know the details
for what
of it
specifically. $6K
you
for
just
what?
and like you have a pool of keywords, and I don't know the details of it. Our friend Elizabeth Green says she's testing it with the brand. Yep. And I've got a brand that might want to test it, but I just don't know the details, so it's hard for me to like go and be like, yeah, let's just run this.
That wasn't the most exciting thing to me, if I'm honest. One of the most exciting things was sponsored products with video. That's now available to everyone. And it's not just sponsored products with video. You get to pull out features like in a listing. Like they're basically wanting people to scan more and do feature comparison in search. So it's going to take people off the product detail page eventually or potentially. But you could say, if you've got a beanie, you could say 100% wool. Yeah, that's exactly where I got it from. 100% wool, not made by humans, AI tested. And you could have 3 different videos that people can watch based on the feature, and they don't have to watch the whole thing. They can focus on the feature that they want. So you're basically got like 3 videos in one. Crazy stuff. I don't know what placement looks like, because it still kind of looks like a sponsored brand. I don't know if it's
internal Amazon creative, like Amazon AI is creating that.
You're creative, but that's another announcement. It's your creative. But the other really cool thing, actually, there's 2 more announcements. One that was kind of low key, and people slept on, but I think is amazing. Amazon for daily data and via API access, you are now, when brands are going to get 15 months worth of data instead of 60 to 90 days. It's like you could pull a search term report back 15 months. Okay. And at a monthly level, 5 years.
Oh, and are they retroactively going in there doing that?
I believe so, but I've not gone in and tested.
So, like our good friends at Makeshift, which we both use.
Yep.
Shout out
to Makeshift. Sam Hager, Andy Thompson, Todd Vanderstout.
Yeah, I've met 2 out of 3 of those guys. Good guys.
They sponsor this event, this AMA. I will send you your check when we're doing this. We really should get some sponsors for this or other things. We could probably make a good amount of coin. All right, we're looking for sponsors. Just so you know, if you're out there, please sponsor this. We now we're ready and accepting. We have to be aligned values wise, but Makeshift, you're in the mix. Get it?
They're on the top of the list.
In the top of the list.
So we could go, because I think what it was is like as soon as you onboard, you have that date and forward, and
I'm
you
pretty
get a
sure.
little
I'm
bit.
pretty sure they're letting it go back retroactively.
That's neat.
But yeah, when you do onboard with the software like Makeshift, now you're going to get that data that can get pulled in. I mean, that's huge. Like when we want to have metrics on our dashboard, shout out to Bespoke. They could also sponsor our event, but James Gosling Bespoke built our amazing dashboard that pulls in all the retail data, all of the ads data, DSP pulls in or some like organic rank stuff that we put together, market share data that we put together from a spreadsheet, and then it also pulls in SQP data, which is pretty amazing. We can now go back and get ad data for 15 months when normally it would only show 60 days. So all the numbers are going to look off if you look off like year to date. So it's hard to comp.
That also reduces the moat of these softwares, because it's like, hey, if you're using a software for a year and you're just like, oh man, I don't really like this other one, you don't have to worry about losing your data now.
Yes, but that's if your whole thing is based on like reporting only. I think like there has to be a little bit more value there than that.
Yeah, true.
Or from an ads perspective, the ad console has gotten better, but there's still like bid management, like bulk bid management that I think could be put in that I think would be a lot more helpful. But I think we've even talked about that before.
I think they're starting to try to do that. I've seen it in the back end. It's clunky. It's not working very well, but yeah.
Okay. You want to be able to do it quickly, but so that was cool. And then you can now pull unified reports across all your accounts on the reports page. So
all accounts?
You want to pull search term data for all accounts. You set the parameters. They've got pre-made templates. You go into the report center. You can pull it all there. It now defaults to all accounts. So if you're an agency working across multiple brands, or you're in a branding working across multiple brands, if you want to pull those manual reports, if you're working with a company like Makeshift, like I'm going to Makeshift and looking at, I'm not pulling a report.
I still think that large softwares are going to just go enterprise, and there's going to be.
Well, they're already doing that.
Yeah,
they're already doing that, which means Brett Bohannon, full service founder, consultant, ex-agency brand owner, who solves your problems and takes away the pain of selling on Amazon, has a potential moat around him.
Building one.
Here was one of the coolest things that I did. It was a hands-on keyboard session. For all of you non-corporate types, that means you're just on your computer, in case you didn't know. Hands-on keyboard. Whoa, so on Prime Day, you're going to be hands-on keyboard, right? Oh, you better believe I'm going to be hands-on keyboard. By the way, my wife's name, Keyboard.
Keyboard.
Boom! Ooh. All right. I just peeked my microphone. And I just came up with that. That was pretty good. I'm impressed. I'm just going to say I'm impressed with myself right now. Here's what the point I want to get across.
Oh, that was awesome.
Thank you. Creative agent inside Amazon. If you go into the ad console, you look in under creative tools, you will see creative agent there.
Oh, I want to do that right now.
Okay. Before it was just okay. It's very impressive. It takes a little bit of time, but here's what you could do. This is what I did. I've done it twice now. And
I'm going to pause. Sorry,
it was fine. It was pretty impressive. And basically what I did is went to a listing. I went to a Philips Sonicare listing and said, like, ingest this listing into the search bar, or whatever you call that. I put in the prompt, ingest this information. So it was reasoning. It was telling me what it was doing, put all the information, and then it pulled all the information. And then I said, okay, take this third image that had the actress Kate McKinnon in it, and I want you to turn it into a holiday theme, like turn it into a Christmas theme. So it did that. And then I said, I want you to make a couple adjustments and tweaks to the image. It made those tweaks. I then said, hey, give her an ugly Christmas sweater. And it said, I'm sorry, we can't do that because that might result in some kind of hate speech or something. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And so I said, okay, great. Put a really bad sweater on her, like the worse, the better. And they said, great, we're going to throw an ugly sweater on her. I'm like, that's what I just said. Are you kidding me? So I put they put an ugly sweater on her. It looked amazing. Seriously, looked amazing. And then I said, okay, I want you to animate this. Let's turn it into a video. Said, let it snow inside. Let the lights on the tree in the background twinkle. I want her to be smiling and like I wanted her to wink, and she kind of like winks a little, but it's not quite what I was looking for. And then I want you to play some like romantic music under it, and I want you to tell a stupid joke. and it was how do snowmen shop online? They use the winternet. And that they put that all together. And it took me like 45 minutes to do, but dude, it was impressive. I'm gonna see if I can show it to you without compromising information. But I was impressed.
So you could you take an image from a listing and basically be like, hey, put a gift in this person's hand, and then
yes, that's exactly what you can do. And you're gonna have to tweak some stuff, but one of the things that I loved was in the image generation portion, most of these Gen AI, like I think Banana by Gemini or Google, has fixed this. But it used to re-render everything all at once. Like, hey, put a present in this guy's hand. They'll say re-render every pixel. Now, working with Anthropic, and they brought the CEO, I think it was the CEO, Dan Rosenthal of Anthropic, there to talk, which is super cool. That the company that is behind Claude. And they've made it so that you don't have to re-render everything. It will just change that one piece. That alone, in and of itself, I think is huge.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. All right.
When I find some time, I'm gonna play around with it.
I'm gonna show. Okay, I'm good. I'm gonna show this to us right now. I think you're gonna be. I think you're gonna be impressed. All right. Also share tab audio. Okay, I'm gonna scroll up and just walk you through what I did. Now, I do not own this listing. I have nothing to do with it. Literally just pulled a random listing. Here we go. All right. Retrieve product details from this URL. I gave it the URL. I'll retrieve product details, thought process. Here's all this stuff. Okay, great. Here's the details. I've collected 3 product images. What would you like to do? Look at image 3 and restyle this for a Christmas themed campaign. You can't necessarily see what the first image was. Oh, it was basically like this. And so then it added a tree in the background. It added this blazer. This is the first one. And I was like, it's telling you like, here's the different variations, cozy morning, traditional festive. And I said, refine the model, make her look less AI generated, more realistic. Think about like hair, skin, etc. It just looked kind of fake. And then it gave me this. I was like, whoa, that looks even more fake. So I just went with this. You can set as the current one that you want to work with. So I did that. And I'm just saying this was good. Worked on this stuff. And I said, take image 2, give her an ugly Christmas sweater, the ugly better. This response may include sensitive, restricted content, so I stopped it. Please try again with a different prompt or just a request. I said hate speech, but I guess I just misread it. Take image 2 and give her a very bad looking Christmas sweater, like a funny Christmas sweater party. Lou. Meant to say look. I'll transform that elegant burgundy blazer into hilarious ugly Christmas sweater for a fun party vibe. You got to be kidding me. So then it gave me this. So it's literally taking the image and just putting that on there. And then I said, ugly Christmas sweater. So it gave her this.
He really loves that toothbrush.
I know. And that's a really good ugly Christmas sweater. Like that is certainly sold in a store somewhere. Now let's make a video ad. Have the model smiling and laughing, almost like she's talking to herself, and make her wink looking directly at the camera at some point. Keep her in the scene. Make the lights in the tree twinkle in the background ever so slightly and make it snow lightly on the inside of the home. Here's what I wanted to do. I'm like, how far can I push this? How far can I push this? I'll create a video. Perfect. Do you want to add a voiceover? Yes, add a voiceover to the actress's voice, and I put a clip on YouTube. We can't do that because we can't extract audio because of copyrighted content. We can't use Jingle Bell Rock because it's a copyrighted song by Bobby Holmes, which it might be close to public domain. I would think it's like 100 years. Maybe. So, okay. So, was the video or not? Yeah, but it doesn't. But here's what it looks like. This is from that image.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's just loving that,
right?
She loves that toothbrush.
She's loving it. All right. So then I got to pick different content, different voices. It's like, here's one.
How do snowmen shop online?
Can you hear that?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. And so I put another one.
How do snowmen shop online? They use the winter net.
It's so cheesy, but I love it. Then I got to pick the song, and that was it. And then this is where we ended up with.
How do snowmen shop online? They use the winter net.
Nice. That's
That was
pretty
good.
That's
And
pretty
I just
good.
wanted to almost break it a little bit.
Yeah.
I just was like, what can I do? Like, how can I get this to either work or not work? But like, I want to see what this thing is capable of. And I was really impressed with that. And here's what I think. This is AI used really well. It's making people more powerful. It allows me to take something with no budget and turn something creative out of it. Now it's still going to take time to do it. And I still want some of the text and some of the images wasn't great. And so that needed some tweaking, but it does get better. They're continuing to refine it. And just the potential to turn video into something, like something into video, is amazing. And then you can upload your own images and just start working there. Like, it doesn't have to be with a listing on Amazon. You can start from something fresh. I saw someone working with like a DeLonghi espresso machine, and it was impressive, man. It was quite impressive. So I would just say anyone who's wanting some content, like lean into what they've got there. Like, just give it a try, test it. I could totally see you testing and being like excited about that. And yeah, that was one of the coolest things that was there.
That's pretty neat.
And then I was like, maybe this is a pitch for Philip Sonic here. Hey guys, we're going to help you crush this holiday. Now that's one specific application, but imagine if you just wanted a video and you didn't have the capability to make a video. That's free because you buy ads, so it costs, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I like that. I'm going to play around with that.
You need to post about that and get Makeshift to sponsor your post. Boom!
I'm going to make a pitch right now to him.
I love it.
Sam, sponsor us. Boom.
Sam, are you there? All right. Let's talk Thanksgiving. What are you going to do for Thanksgiving?
Pretty mellow, just with the fam. No traveling.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not traveling this winter. I got a 4.5-month-old. So
yeah,
sometimes that can make travel a little harder. And the flights that were direct from the small town of Bend, Oregon,
yeah,
down to Palm Springs are no longer.
To get to Palm Desert, right?
Yeah, they used to have direct flights, and all my wife's family is all down.
Oh, really?
There. And so we go to Palm Desert, which is really nice this time of year usually. And then we travel over to San Diego to see my side, but the direct flights are no longer. So, yeah, we're just hanging.
I'm sorry to hear that, but that's cool, man. I'm excited for you to be with family. We host everyone, so everyone will come over here. And it's always a good time. My wife makes food. Other people bring food, and then I make cocktails for everybody based on what they like. Or I will have a mocktail on the menu this year as well too.
Nice.
So yeah, just try to have a good time and enjoy yourselves.
I love it.
All right, people. That was the turkey takedown, and over and out, or whatever. If you paid attention or not, we don't care because we had a great time.
Always.
Peace out.